What's going on, y'all? This is Q Ortiz, your local San Diego massage therapist, musician, and artist. And right now, I'm just testing out these DTF transfers from Flash Custom Transfers. Now, I'm not doing a full, it might be a longer video maybe, but just all I'm doing right now is cutting out one of these faces, and I'm just gonna press it on something that I have just to test out the transfer, because I got the transfers and I'm ready to just see, just try it out, you know. So first thing I'm gonna do is cut out one of these faces, because that was the purpose. I said, okay, these will be like my little samples, and if I get good at it, then I could just have these on some of my clothing. Right? So that's all I'm gonna do for this video. I'm just gonna press this little face. It'll be my first time with Flash Custom Transfers DTF and DTF in general, direct to film in general. Alright, let me see. The tube disappeared, found it, got it back in the tube, close that up, and I just boom, got my little face. Alright, so one thing, I ended up getting a Walla press. And I noticed that a good place to hold it from, because for me, I can't just leave it because of how my place is set up. It's like it's a shared space. So I can't just leave my heat press chilling in a spot. So I have to take it, I need to take it in and out, place it. But I noticed that this was like the best place to hold it for me on that bar there. Use the leverage. Like so. Alright, I'm looking for my mat. Alright, yeah, my mat fell out. All good. And then I'm gonna warm up the press. I'll spare you that, but I'll come right back just when the press is warm. And then we'll just get into the process of just pressing this little face, testing our pressure, see if we get it right. Alright, so the heat press is not fully warm yet, but I wanted to just show what I'm gonna put the little face on. So recently I did this, and I hope I know I recorded myself peeling this after I pressed it. And this is the Avery fabric transfer for the light color. And then I used heat transfer vinyl here. So this was me experimenting. I was exploring what this looks like, what this feels like, that process, and then what this process was like as well. Right? On this shirt. Now, I already washed it, so I know for a fact that worked at least for the first wash. I just wanted to test it out. Also, I don't know about the quality of would I sell this, because again, I'm just testing it out. Say I wash it a couple times and ends up falling off or ends up fading out. I don't know. So I'm just testing it like that. But one thing that I noticed was that you can, or I can, create mock-ups with this particular style, like with what I'm doing, I'm able to see what this looks like, my designs. I can adjust them, right? Because I drew it by hand, so I can adjust them like that or digitally, and then see how this works here. And if all is good with the DTF, then I showed you I had a roll, so I'm able to take the roll, or not take the roll. I'm able to take this design, put it on DTF, and then have a higher quality stamp on whatever garment or whatever piece or whatever I'm placing it on. But with this, I'm able to see what it would look like, just get an idea of how it would look on a shirt. So that's something that you could think about. I could also get the DTF here, or if this is something that can last, this heat transfer vinyl, then I could do this as well, and then just give it a different feel. So boom, the heat press is still heating up, but I figured I'd touch in with some of that, give you a little bit of truth real quick. All right, well, I'll be back when the heat press heats up. All right, y'all, excuse me. So the heat press is heated up. We press the shirt just to release the moisture and get the wrinkles out, as you will hear frequently on all these different videos. not just by me, I'm saying by all these other channels. That's like a mantra with the heat press. I saw the dude Hustle Ninjas was like, nah, he's like, I don't do that all the time. But here we have our sweater, just boom, threaded on here. Have our transfer. Just gonna place it on the back. Let's get a closer look. That's by P the Nerd right there. Alright, so we tapping in. Just getting a face there. So I was talking all about that T liner. You know what? I'm gonna do it just for the sake of this. Yeah, just to do it, you know? So for this, it's different because this is a little logo kind of piece, and that I have that logo square it too. So I could potentially use that. But here I just made sure that I put this above the logo, and then I just measured out like where these seams are. So I went, okay, that's 2.5, boom, then 2.5 on this side, just to get sort of that center. And it's fairly centered. But if I had a bigger graphic, like say like on the front, I use this as well, so I could see if everything is straight on the bottom, on the top. If it's lettering, I can just see if everything is straight. So that's where I was digging this tool here. All right, so we'll just take that. We just tested it out. We didn't want to not feature the T tool up in here. So transfer, Flash Custom Transfers, they have the press instructions on the site. Use a Teflon paper. I know recently they've been talking about the parchment paper giving a better feel on the people who, I believe, they make the printers. So they're giving those options that you could play with. But I ordered Teflon sheets already. I don't have parchment paper, but maybe that'll be another test that I do. So on these instructions, it says temperature 310 at 12 seconds, heavy pressure. So I'm pretty much on the heaviest pressure that I can do on this. Like maybe I can go harder, but this is like I'm basically at the top, you know. So we'll put this on a tripod. So you saw my process. I heated up the heat press, pressed out the moisture, and put the transfer on, made sure it was straight, hopefully, right? And now we're just gonna press it for 12 seconds. So that's boom, locked in there. That seemed heavy to me. So we'll see. So please use cover sheet. And then I open it like this from underneath. I notice a lot of people do that, but being a massage therapist, this is like the supraspinatus, just one of the rotator cuffs. If you're doing that motion a lot, I think it could tax your body more. So I try to just like keep a nice counter push, just because then you're just like underneath using your body weight and then holding on to the handle under here. Let's see, like you could hold onto the handle here and then use your body weight to pull or push the heat press up, especially if you don't have an auto open. So that's just something I notice and something that I look into regarding body mechanics. I was watching everybody lift it like that. Alright, so this is a cold peel, so it'll be cool to touch, and then you'll do the what is that? My fault, y'all. It's just a second press, but I wanted to be more technical. Let me see. Yeah, just the second press, the finishing press, the sealing press. And that'll be for 5 to 8 seconds. So let cool and peel when cool to touch. I saw Shelly on Flash Custom Transfers. She had a fan, so she was able to cool the transfer with a little fan. But I'm just amped right now. Like, I think this is just dope to be able to do. I know I touched in on my previous video about where World and Vision was talking about not to use a heat press, but just yeah, there was different response videos and all that, and yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do. But outside of all that, this is fun. This is just fun. I was happy to order, got some transfers in, and now I'm just like playing around with the shirt. I could wear this and just walk, just have this. Nobody has this at all. And it's all hand drawn. Like even that face, I drew that face. And a graphic designer kind of like vectored it and all that. Hooked it up, but it's like it's coming from me. So it's all that. That's what's cool about this whole process, is that you could just create. You just create what you want to create. Alright. So I think this is cool to touch. It feels cool to touch. So I'm gonna peel it. See what happens. Let's get you in on this. Let's get you in on this peel action. and hopefully I did it right and I had enough pressure and everything's all good. Alright, so we peeling it. It's our first time. Boom. Yo. And let me feel it. I haven't touched it. Yeah, nothing's on here. Nothing's on here. And let's feel it. Yo. That is dope. That's like the dopest thing ever. Like, really though, I think that's like the dopest thing ever. Okay. Now that we, yo, that is like, that is fire right there. Wow. That is fire. Okay. So now we just gonna do the second press here. I'm gonna just load that. Boom. And then we said 8 seconds at least. So boom, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and done, it says on the press instructions. So we'll put our Teflon sheet down and just, yo, the quality. Yeah, it's got a little shine to it. Or excuse me, sorry. It's got a little shine. And this particular shirt is 55% cotton and 45% polyester. So this was a blend. But wow. Yeah. Love how that came out. So now I just branded this sweater. I'm gonna take this off and show you just how it looks like off of this plate here. All right, we back here. So I'll show you the back first because that's what the emphasis was. All right, so it's on there. I did the stretch test while I was just in awe because I'm into art, so I love creation, and I was able to just pull on this, and it's awesome. Yeah, like it's just very nice. Boom. So you see from a distance, just that little back hit, and then this is separate, but now this particular sweater, other than it being a one-of-a-kind piece, right? This is just one of one. But also, it incorporates the Avery prints, like inkjet transfer paper. It incorporates heat transfer vinyl. And it incorporates now direct to film. So this is a nice testing, like a nice test piece to where I can observe how many washes that these different things can take. It's 3 different methods on one hoodie or one sweater. So now I can test out how these methods withstand everything before I start to like actually market whatever services I'm putting out. But I could already see though, like this direct to film right here, like I think I did pretty good. I'll see, I guess, with the wash, but it just like once I set that pressure, I've been pretty good with that. Like once, cause I watched different people, like T-shirt side hustle, the Stan guy, he was showing like how to get firm pressure, and showed like, okay, where you couldn't close it, go to where you can't close it, and then loosen it up just a bit to where you can close it, and that's your firm pressure. And then loosening it from there, medium firm, and so on and so forth. And I just kept my thing at firm. And that's where this one said heavy pressure. So it was at the heaviest pressure I could have it. And yeah, I'm just amazed, because the fine print, like just all the pieces, it really, it turned out well. It turned out really well. Like yeah, and it's just this little face. I know maybe I'm over excited, but yeah, I get excited about this kind of stuff because I can see the potential. I get excited about potential, but also this is awesome. Like this right here, I like it. So, and it feels good. It's just, yeah, like a nice, say, let me see. Like how it stretches, it's like rubber, but like thin, but also just nice. Like it just feels like a nice transfer. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to testing this out some more. But this was my first press with the direct to film from Flash Custom Transfers. So I hope you found value in this whole video. Just me blabbing and taking you through my process. Alright, well, if you like this video, click like. If you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, whatever, drop it in the comments below. And if you want to continue on this journey with me, click subscribe and we can vibe. Peace out. Yeah, stay tuned for I do plan on recording my first order. I have an order. So I mentioned this is just a test to get me familiar with the direct transfer or direct to film transfers from Flash Custom Transfers, how to press them, how it's going to turn out with the wash, just getting a sense. And then once I do that and feel confident, then I'll press them on my actual customers' shirts that I ordered. So we'll get into that. All right? Peace, peace.